Oh. Okay, so we are in the middle of Sif A in the Maim of the Rebbe's Maim of Katonti. We almost finished discussing this whole concept of the kum. So, like I said, the way I understood Pshat in the Rebbe Nishmaseh, in the Maim of the Ein Ches, there is the Moicha. Moicha means Moich Sasum. There's the Avir the Chafi al Moicha. That, if I understood correctly, that's what I understood in Ein Ches. That is the Seichel Yuli Atzmi, and the Kum is the like the Tzimtzum in between. And I assume that's Pshat here also. So let's start again in it's 5 lines from the top of Seif Hey. Al derech Mashal Rechts HaNefesh, שרואים שמישהו שיהבונו מוכר להגיע שכל למבין המעשי גייסה מזה שמבין דבר שכל בנוקל. Somebody who has a hard time understanding, he has to work harder to understand. In the end, they understand better than the person who everything goes smooth. But I know that gear to the gear, that's like the effort brings them over to the etzem. The yeshne kumen chafial moicho. The ידוע שזה הקום שמחס על המוח הסוסום של המים מבחינת חופש תימו. The who is not clear. What's who? The word who makes no sense. של המים מבחינת חופש תימו שבנפש מבחינת פרח המסק מבחינת האוויר של המים מהקום אבל מחף הקום. It sounds here, the way it sounds here is that this avior, that's the koyach hamask. That's not the way it's mashma in ches. But I can't resolve it. But let's go further. What is the reason that some people have a harder time understanding things? Because that kum, that members, which is like the separation between his seichel yuri or the koyach hamask, and the seichel is thicker. Like we learned that also in the Maimon and Ches, that someone who understands things easier is because that membrane that separates his koyach hamaskil from his seichel, but koyach from the seichel is thinner. The one who has a hard time understanding it's avegas, it's thicker. Nowadays, through his hard effort, hard work, that he refines, transforms the kum, transforms the helm in the yech, because the helm contains all the higher madrigas, in the kashayal giyos, and zachas akum, as a baby in the masik arba yeso, mizesh masik dvar seichel benokol. See, it seems to me like he adds a new point here, which wasn't that much emphasized in the Maimer in Ein Ches. In other words, in Maimer Ches we spoke about that for the Gili we need the Atzor of our cover, the Helem. But here he says another point, that the Helem itself contains a very high madrig, when you mezachar the Helem, you reach the Etz. Similar to that is in general Avodas Hashem. שהידי הבית הברורים שבזמן הגולוס דווקא שעוד זה אלם ואסתר בייסר cause the Aveda בזמן הגולוס באלם ואסתר בייסר הידי ביר אלם ואסתר through the refinement of the אלם ואסתר מן ארבע תציבר וטרנספורמת נמשך גיל אלם יסר זהו גם כן ההפרש בין הגילויים שבזמן בייס שני הגילויים לא עשי לוב. That's also the difference between the Geluim was by Sheni and Loss. The Geluim is by Sheni, Nema, because the Chosarei, Chosar Bei Dvor. Beneget, by Sheni, the Chazal say that 5 important items are missing. Because the first goals, the goals bubble, was only 70 years. Maybe the Elam wasn't as smart. So the Gili lacked 5 dvor. The Gilim lost, the Gilim Benalim Yeser. The Gilim lost it, Nalim Yeser. If Shagos Ach Nalim Vesta Yeser, The way this goal is much bigger Helen Esther. So earlier he said in the mind of the Rashab said it takes much longer. Here it says even stronger. Lein is gala kitza. We don't even know when it's going to happen. So that itself is when you get to Golos Baba, we know the we need 70 years. Golos Acharon, we don't know. Lein is gala kitza. לכן כאשר מבאר מסתבר ואסתר אז זה נמשך גיל עצם ממש כמו שכל זה בנית כהן הווי ואלכו עשייתו קרב הידיבה. So the beer of the Anna Esther brings the Gilui Etzem Mamish. That's how. That is the explanation of the concept that to the beer of the Esther we get the Etzem. Zama Shekosu. So remember the Rabbi Shabbos Maimah the order was different. But okay, but here he starts. First he told us about the Bayis Rishon and Bayis Sheni. Now he goes the marshal from Zriya Natia. בידוע מה שקורא זה רוצה של שמחה, דור שרזל לא יעקל לא ערב ולא יקל לשמחה, צדיקים לא ערב וישרים לשמחה. צדיקים ריץ' ערב, נשארים לשמחה. העניין הוא, הנה יש זריה ונטייה, there's planting of a seed and the planting of a tree, whatever the name שבזריה גם גרם שתבר הנאכל. In Zriya, when you plant the seed, the seed that you plant is itself edible, the seed of wheat, the kernel of wheat, or barley, of anything, and then it grows with much more abundant. So the tzmicha, what grows out of the planting grain is the same thing. What grows is the same thing that you planted. It's more in quantity, and also the quantity is relatively lefierach. There's a mile in Zriya. First of all, there's not that much effort. You don't have to water so much. Just put this grain in and it grows. It doesn't take that long till it grows. Because it's not that much effort. That's a goof, and גם הצמיחה רק באיס עמוס. גם הריבה אין אלא לפיירח. So the tzmicha and the riba tzmicha is באיס עמוס, and the riba is לפיירח. Schenken in the schenken, when it comes to planting a tree, noitim ba'oretz gar and schenken davar nechal. We plant a seed which is not edible, like an apple, what do you call it? Apple, the kernel of the apples. What is it called? That? The
seeds.
What?
The seeds.
Yeah, the seeds. Okay, that's what we call it. The seeds. Okay. And what goes in the end? A huge tree which has a lot of nice fruit. Number one, what grew is a totally different being. That's not just the same kernel grew, but it's a nice fruit. And also it's much more, the quantity is higher. The tier needs much more effort, and takes much longer. מצד זה, הרי הצמיחה ב-10 שבשני המהות, וגם הריבה שלו לפייך. זה הדין עם צמיחה ונטייה. כמו כן, אם בעבודת הווי, סימל פלס נעבודת השם, יש בזה פאנה עבוד, two types of עבודת השם, צדיקים וישרים. עבודת צדיקים היא, what is עבודת צדיקים? שבאופן שרציינם שהגילויים של העבודתם גיום שלהם מיד. Their intent, their interest is that whenever avodah they have, should receive the giluyim immediately. Bald if no, bald immediately. It's interesting. Well, it's said also in Ayin Ches. So where do we get the idea? Where do we get that idea? Let's see. 1 second. I guess a person Ishalev means I'm trying to connect it to the simple meaning of the word. Tzaddik is a tzaddik. Ishalev means a person who is a straight Ishalev. Tzaddik and Yosher. What does Yosher means? So I guess a Yosher is a person I'm trying to see where do we see in the words Yosha that lo yichpas slave? Maybe Yosha means like he's straight, everything's equal. Maybe I'm not sure. לא יחפש המשתי המשך במשך הזמן, שעצם בהשוו, ואם מסכים, איך שיהיה עצמם, וילה יהיה בשתוביל. אבל עצמם המשוכי, but they go give nabis yes. So that basically the Rebbe repeats more or less the same thing, but the Rebbe was saying said, he doesn't explain what do we find, what exactly are we talking about. It seems like he's what?
It's the same idea in Tanya.
What?
That he's talking, I think, in the Rekdesh at the
What?
end, that there is a dog in Tzadikim that they don't have their own lesson there. It's like in broad, the Shtader Basar.
Okay. But so how does that mean?
That's the Yisraelite. It's not like you have
Okay.
to them to be Hamshachamiyad or not. But them is הם מסכימים איך שיהיה רוצן לעליין. This is their עניין בכלל.
Okay, it's a svara. Okay, maybe that's okay. Possible. Okay. So, gamma for me says it's slices of a that's the difference also with like that said also in our Maimah, but our Maimah said first, it says listen, it says the mitzvah says nimshach hagilu miyad. It says that the gilu milmayel is nimshach immediately. Ein shoniach tefillin nimshach da'ad mechel shamayla. Shoniach shavish tzitzis nimshach da'ad beisis meschachma. It says leises ein nimshach hagilu miyad. Namar gilish, so it's not miyad. Namar gilish means it's leises so nali yesem magiloy. It says this is I'll have look this particular so yeah, okay, that we learned also in the Bible. Like first when it says in Bavavke zichri zesh mir zichri im ramach b'gematria zivri im Bavke b'gematria ramach it's places in Yutke. He says it to the kids. Zeh so tzaddik simcha so that's this tzaddik simcha tzaddikim shav das apnes gilu yishak tzaddikim is there avodas gilu that's only oil the law sheng shel shav das apnes beruim shemevaver in arab iber israel and there's nothing that's simcha shel mile yesem he doesn't develop this point also. But it's just that simcha is more than oil. Oil is just light. Everything is bright. Simcha means there's excitement. There's more, I guess. So that's a higher level than tzaddik. Zeh yuvan. Let's see. It explains the katointi. Zeh yuvan. Gam Hashem Yaakov katointi mikol chasadi. Back the machilak b'avodas harav is avodas harav is different. Avodas harav v'ma'aseh v'nesam shachasad. Avram Savoida was Shachasat. My Avram Azal Avram Israel oil. At the time of Avram, the Likud started to shine. Ad Avram Misnag Fela, Oilam Misnag Fela, Shab Avram Israel oil. Till Avram, everything was dark. Avram came about. It was the Israel oil. Interesting is that in okay. Avodas Yitzchak is a gam in the oil. Avodas Yitzchak is also oil. The Avsha Avodas Basias Kelim, that's the Chafiras Be'eras. There is a group of being a license Kelim el oil. So both of them dealt with the oil, either the oil itself or the Kelim el oil. Avodas Yaakov is Avodas Be'urim. Be'urim means it's more than Kelim. It's Mavad, something which is not a Kelim. Sha'avad B'Tzein Lavan Arba-Esra Shana. First of all, he worked Tzein Lavan 14 years. Avodas is a big year b'yis, and his work by Lavan was with a lot of effort. Yaakov describes to his to Rochon Leah how hard he worked for Lavan. The night was the day it was hot, the night was cold, he couldn't sleep. That's one dogma where Yaakov is a very hard avoid. Is the Esav. Similarly, when they do that, interesting. So that's all. It was also Mavar them. So Yaakov is already about Deisha, so that is what happened to Yaakov. Sorry, somebody said something? No, okay. זהו שהמקדמים מכל הצור מכל האם, זה נשאר יותר, אבל דוסק, ביור אלם ואסתר, כוב הצור, because it's avoid of Yaakov, the birurim of the אלם ואסתר, אם שגיל הקו, סביב זמן, שגיל הקו, לא רק לציין לסקו, אני חושב פנימית מאחוז דין סוף, אלא גם פנימית סקו, נשאר תפארס הנדל. זמן שפמבוד, מאחוז דין סוף, נעשה פנימית סקו. זהו כל החצרים מכל האמס, כל החצרים חיצאים לסקו, מכל האמס, פנימית סקו, שהמשכות עם תפארס הנדל.
Why? Why is Hasadim Chitzenius and Emes Pnimius?
Because MS is deeper. MS is the pneumius, the inner part. Son is the expression. MS, I mean, that's what we had also in the Manches. MS is Ma'amas and pneumius. MS is like the essence. Kavem tzoyim agia ad essence. Now he says here, now he asked again, it's a question that we didn't know now. That's already a shot that in the Ein Ches we don't see it. That's the Rebbe added the kvetch here. In the Ein Ches it just says that the Amshach was in both Ches and the Gvur. Shnei Machnes. But here he says that Shnei Machnes is really connected to Emes, because Emes is Tiferes, Kol Ches and the Gvur. Okay, interesting Emes. All these things we learned in the Maimah of Rabbi Shussein, but here it gives it a little different twist. Makel is amshach, like a stick, which is from top to bottom. And yud is maklim is amshach as a yud. I know. Shekol gilu, before it reaches gilu, kab, upnes nakudish is a yud. Omna David Dosoi shel Yaakov ben Nabi Urim Shalach. Kab gam asar shekayim atzimtzum. Kol be'etzim, which is nakuda atzim. That the yud is marabas of the kol be'etzim. That's said also in the other mind. Ze gam kin in a yard. That's what is a yarden. Remember, the end we figured out that this is like a shot of the other Rishonim, the Ritva, that the Yarden, the river Yarden actually is able to move things from Chutz La'aretz Yisrael. Noitel Mizem Noitel Mizem. It's a shot. Noitel Mizem. So that's connected. That's what Yarden is. So that's also the Zohar that was brought in the original Maimah. The Shoy Mila'ela B'Yoyev L'Sato, that he takes from the top and gives to the bottom. And Shaldeh B'Yasyak B'Yoyev Shein the B'Yoyev B'Yoyev at Simtzum. Sharei Yeshna Metzias Eilamis. Yaakov did not work in a way that is mevatel the Simtzum. It was a bit of the mevatel Simtzum, so the Eilamis are bottle. No, there's no more Eilamis, because Yeshna Metzias Eilamis means the bit of the Simtzum stay. Er the beer do gavet at Simtzum grupa. Azai loize b'vat at Simtzum and Meneser. So we made the Simtzum, which is the yard and the separation, the Mavdil, the Rakia, which is Mavdil in L'Adar, which is Messiah, the Shoy Midor and Nois L'Ador. So that is the three. Okay, that's another pshat in the post. It says another pshat in Shtei Machnes. Before this said Shnei Machnes Chesed Gvura, that's an expression of Tiferes. Tiferes the Ein Sof. But now it says another pshat Shnei Machnes. Shem Chesed Gvura, the Avom, Okav Chesed. Yitzchak Okav Gvura. Yaakov Omar, Elekei Avom, Elekei Avom Pachad Yitzchak, Shekoil Bezakav. Yaakov's Koil Bezakav. Yaakov Chiro. That's also another addition which wasn't in the Maimah. Zema Shekosav Bala Simcha. Okay, now he goes back to the Sakeidah Shimon base. That Simon is the Alter Rebbe, because like I said, the Maimah is Kisper. פירוש קטונתי שכל שהגיל למעלה מעלה בייסר צריך השפלוס למטה מטה בייסר כי הכליל הגיל של למעלה מעלה עדר המציאס ואלם בייסר ודעבד הביר האלם והכובע אז אני נמשך העצם. So it's interesting that in other words, in the general mimer of Katointi Ein Ches spoke about how we need the Hatzor of Akov in order to be Gilui. Here in our mimer, the end, the ultimate thing is deeper. He wants to say that Hatzor of Akov gives it the ability to reach the Etzem which is above the Gilui. That's the ultimate. So in the mimer Ein Ches was also Beremes. In our mimer, in the way the Rebbe turn the mimer around is that the ultimate purpose is to avoid the bebira elam nimshach ha'etzem. That's how the Rebbe turned. So in the last paragraph is already okay. It's not, but okay. We'll read the last paragraph. So similar to that, every Yid, for tzaddikim, Moshe, and so special tzaddikim, and then the seems, oh yeah, it's one. In your Hatzor v'Akov, they had a situation of Hatzor v'Akov. So first of all, that's a Maya Vitas Kislev. So he's probably talking about the Ma'aseh Vitas Kislev. Birozois, and they find them das durchgearbeitet. They took care of it. As they are cover goof, but that's like Gil. So the cover helps the Gil. And Shatz Adignim Bayram, Daimon the Bayram, Hank Shem Shat, Bagil Shal Mile. In there, they are cover Nim Shal Gil. Lawyer, Akol, Gamma Etzem, like that's what I said. They explained in the last. The end, it explained that cover, not only is that cover creating the gilu, that cover is creating the etzem. So that becomes the etzem and chutza. That's it is Kislev. Shenim shal gilu akal gam akol. V'ash mamshich lechem se etzem shal tzadik nasi hader. Okay. The last line is one. Okay, actually, that's already talking about something else.
Yeah, the last line is it's like turning to a different direction.
Yeah, it's a different direction. Like I said, it's a built-in mugus, so I don't know how much but died. Fine, it's an interesting mimer. Good. Let me get it.
It's like Uzi Nafshi Uchredi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. But no, but it's interesting what he said here. What Etzem said. But it's a matter of design. I don't know what it. Until the last line, I was talking about the Avodah of Bill. In other words, but he's trying to say is to the Bill, the cover that's of the tzaddik. That let's say the tzaddik is in jail. Just the chayr, that's what he's talking about because he's talking about the pashtus, the Kislev. Tzaddik is in jail. But and eventually to that tzaddik cover, we reach the afotzmayanos of the tzaddik. We reach the etzem of the tzaddik. Like okay, that's quite a statement. All right. Okay. Well, again, let's go back to the next. Let's go to the next mime. Okay. Page. Let's go back to our
אתם
safe.
ממשיכים ללכת העצם של הצדיק, הוא העבודה of the not of the צדיק, הוא העבודה for כל אחד ואחד.
Yeah, okay. That's so that's the avodah. He says something else. So the elam ve'es that sorva covered. Okay, maybe it's similar. But let me get so let's go back to my mind. Stuff kuvov. Shabbos vayeshev. Eile telis Yaakov. Yosef ben 17 shana yoroi etzei necha batzoin. Yisrael ovas Yosef mikol bon. That is the beginning of Parshas Vayeshev. So what do we have? So the question that he's asking here is, says, Yaakov, these are the children of Yaakov. What is it? The only person he's mentioning is Yosef. Yaakov, or Yitzchak Lachshov, Kol HaShvatim. Then you ask, you should say, it's Yaakov, Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda. But why is it only Yosef? Another question. Why does it tell us at this point what his age was What's negay is age. Gam tzorich la'ovin, it says in the Torah that the word gam, it's missing the word gam, but the Chaylev should say gam tzorich la'ovin, Hashem achar kav yisrael or. V'Yisrael or. What does it say? It says to this Yaakov, all of a sudden, V'Yisrael or. Chila maskilim b'shem Yaakov, Eila to this Yaakov, Hagar b'shem Yisrael. So you have three questions here. Number one, why is he choosing to only to mention Yosef from all the other Shvatim? Number two, why is negay Yosef's age? Number three, he starts to tell this Yaakov, and this is V'Yisrael or. Why is he changing the name? These are the three general questions in the post. So we delve right away into the Chassidish concepts of Chassidus. Yaakov Yisrael and Beis Madrega Shebenasham. Says in Chassidus, in other Maimorim, especially in the Maimorim of Matoivu, look at the Torah Matoivu Alecha Yaakov Shnesecha Yisrael. A lot of other places that Yaakov and Yisrael, the two names that Eden are called, are really Merames and two madrigas in the Neshama. Yaakov Yud Ekev. Yaakov is Yud Ekev, the heel. Says also important. V'yoda Chesed Ba'Kei Beisav. The word Yaakov is connected to the heel. The male, what the Neshama is the Ekev, the heel of the Neshama. Yisrael Oisis Li Roish. That's the Roish. Means that these two Teirim, Yisrael and Yaakov, are Merames and two madrigas in every the neshama of every yid. The Ine Yedua, two madrigas, the Rosh and the Regel, the head and the foot. Ine Yedua, the Loi Kol HaNeshama Nislavsh Beguf. It is known that not the entire neshama is melubash in the guf of the person. The etzem neshama ain't beginning to start to the guf, because the etzem neshama, the essence of the neshama is not only it's not melubash, ain't beginning starts to the guf. It's above the possibility of being connected to a physical body. It's something very spiritual, and also via guf, and also from both perspectives. From the perspective of the guf, the body ain't be'er loachel etzem neshama. The guf is not shy; it doesn't have the capacity to contain the etzem neshama. The Indian is slapshus. What does slapshus mean? It's slapshus pnimi, and it's gil. Slapshus means not that just that he's there. Let's say you're there, but you're not expressed. You just sit quietly. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows, and you don't have any effect on your environment. That's not called being there. Being there means affecting your environment. Slapshus means gilui. Your presence is connects to the environment you're staying here, and it affects it. Slapshus pnimi, pnimi gilui. Etzem neshama in the begeder gilui. So again, it's another point. Etzem neshama, like we just learned the Maya before, etzem, the concept of etzem neshama in the begeder gilui. It's not shaykh to be expressed. Guf, from the other perspective, the guf, it's interesting. It's not begeder gilui. So what? In other words, we can say it a few. In other words, it's not begeder inside the neshama. It's not begeder inside the guf. The guf is not capable containing that madrega of the etzem and neshama. What reaches the body is only a radiance, a ray of the neshama. A mixus, interesting description. Mixus, only a small part. But through the fact the neshama is which is like the mixus and neshama, the aras and neshama. Through the fact the aras and neshama is connected to the body. It connects. The etzem neshama itself is not in the guf, but because the aras and neshama is in the guf, so the etzem is also connected somehow. Not a full investment, but it has a connection to the guf. כידוע, מה שקודם כסף האריזל, the famous expression כסף האריזל, says in Zohar, it's a beer on Kisva Arida, and what it says in Zohar. It says in Zohar a story that Liol Loi Hoye Ba'idra. Remember, I told you there was a Hidra. In Zohar, there are two places in Zohar, there's a Hidra. Hidra is what we call today a Farbrengen, an event, major event. So there's Hidra Rabba in Pashas Zohar, Pashas Nosei, when all the Talmidim of Rashbi together with Rashbi gathered together, and the Rashbi was Megala a lot of very deep inyan in Lakus. That's the
What's
Idor.
Idro? What is the interpretation of the word Idro?
So I think it's like a Farbrengen. Idor, I don't know exactly what meaning of the word. Let's see. I think it's gathering. I think so. I'm not sure. Then what does Idor mean? Either it's interesting. Either it says that the simple meaning of either is goyren. Goyren means like what is a goyren? How would you say it in English? Goyren means that a gathering of wheat of tvur. That's the literal meaning of the word either, which is like it says over here in one of the first. Interesting. The two pirushim. Okay, it's a good point you pointed out. The two pirushim why it's called Idor. It says, according to what I'm reading here now, there's another place. The Idor between now is Idor Ava. There's another Idor the Mashkana in Pashas Truma. There's also Idor. That's the Idor Ava. Idor says Goyren. What is Goyren? Goyren means Goyren Agula. It says over here, and I'm looking up. It says in one of the Meforshim that because they were sitting by when Rashbi was talking to them, bringing with them, was sitting around them like a goyer and a gula. What is the word in goyer in English? Goyer
In Yiddish, it's a shiur.
Okay, that helps me. But let's see the English word.
English, I mean, yeah.
The English word is. It does not word for English. What's it? There must be a word for English in that.
It doesn't mean agula, probably. It's chatzi agula, Mistama.
Chatzi agula, yeah. Oh, see, here's the word in English. It doesn't help me too much, but it says here granatory. You know what it means? I don't know. Something agricultural world. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Let me see something. Sorry. Okay. It's a word in English called granary, threshing floor. Something. When you collect the tvur in a chatzi eagle, like it says like Sanhedrin, the Ger and Agula. It's like a type of. But then the more interesting.
That means a Farbrengen.
What? That's what I just said, Farbrengen. But there's another pshat. I don't know who, maybe it's some modern guy came out with even a better pshat. Idra means atzamay sadag. The fish, the bones of the fish are also called idra somehow in one of the, in I guess in Aramaic. So that's by the Farbrengen, we compare the people sitting there to the little fish, the bones of the fish that are connected to the spine of the fish. Anyway, so all this is introduction. So there's either Rabbi, either Zuta. So the either Zuta was when Rashbi was sitting with his Talmidim before he passed away, and either Rabbi when he started talking to them. It says in Zohar that Eliyahu Novi was missing. Usually Eliyahu Novi was there, but often he was missing. Why? in our mind, he says it Amish one line, but in other Chamarim it's developed more. Sova is one of the major characters from Zoya. So he was like in a state of sakana. Eliyahu Novi had to go save them. So he couldn't be at the Hidra. So the question is asked. That's the another place in the city. The question is asked. Eliyahu Novi is in every bris, right? So he's in every bris. And there's at the same time, there's a lot of bris happening in this world. How can he be in every bris? The answer is he's only there. The neshama is there, but that is good. So why, when it came to Rabbeinu Sova, he couldn't be in the Idra? So that's what Chassidus says. The shezavish beguf. In other words, when he was in the Idra, he was Ma'aser Sova. There was the guf. So he's in the guf. But it can be in only one guf. If it's the Alas and the Shama, it can be in a bris in a lot of places at the same time. Because the neshama for Eliyahu Novi is mayor in a lot of places. Like it says in Tanya, Kamash La Shemesh, a mayor koy mislabin. But the slabish beguf, the mayor he only had to be in one place. So interesting. He has to bring such a far-fetched situation with Zayam Eliyahu Novi to prove that etzem and neshama mukosheres beguf.
How is the showing that Etzem and Neshama Mikusheres Beguf? This story with Eliyahu Navi.
Because like the fact that it was in one place and couldn't be in another place, it means that the etzem can only be related to that body, not in other words. It's time when the same kosheres means it's connected to that particular body. It cannot be in another body. So that shows that the fact that Eliyahu Novi couldn't be in two places at the same time, because the etzem of Eliyahu, the etzem and the shama was melubash in that particular body, and that body went to be to Matzah Rabbeinu Sova. So that shows. All right.
בסדר, מפני שנשלבש בגוף.
Yeah. Slavish beguf.
Doesn't talk about etzem.
What? Oh, it says slavish. Slavish dahora, but the etzem is connected. One second. Let you know. I want to find. Let's see. Let's find. Six. Let's remember 6. Yeah, we had it in Samach Vov. Samach Vov. Let's see. How does it say in Samach Vov? Let's find it here. Okay. See the last. Okay, I'm bringing a sikh from the Rebbe about the Tafshin Miyud. Stuff Shin Yud Aleph. I'll put in the Sikh of the Rebbe here. The Rebbe talks about this concept. Okay, but okay, it doesn't answer your question. The diuk, there's a diuk that is slavish beguf, which means the etzem is connected to the guf. So the Rebbe talk in that point in that Sikh I'm looking at now, it says the guf. The guf is connected to the etzem. In other words, when the Leo comes to the bris, or not, there's another dogma I bought from bris. There's also Pesach. Pesach, we open the door for Leo and he comes in. Every Eid opens the door. So where is the Leo? Here or there? So the answer is because the goof is not there, so it can be only a ha'or ba'alma. But when the goof is there, it has to be the etzem. So from that we see that the etzem and the shama is connected to the goof. I agree that this needs a little more explanation, but we'll deal with it. Aval masha b'slapshas beguf. So the etzem is connected, but it's not melubish. Yes, the question is the lashon is slabish beguf. So when it says mislabish beguf, there it doesn't mean the etzem mislabish. The ha'or is melubish, but the chayr pshat is because the ha'or is melubish beguf. It's mekasha the etzem also. That's it. That's a pshat. Aval mashavo mislabish the guf. Okay, so like to summarize, I still have to do a little more research to clarify this point, but the general point is made that the etzem and the shama is mukosheres beguf. So the fact that the Aros and Shama does create a connection of the Etzem and the Shama, but the Etzem and the Shama itself is not there. That is the general point. So there's this Yaakov and Yisrael. Yaakov is the Aros and the Shama, which is Melubash Beguf, and Yisrael is the Etzem and the Shama, which is not Melubash, but it's Mekush, connect. So now he's developing more. Pasuk says in Veishif that the Rebbe said, that Adam, which means human being, which means the Eid is made it is our shape and our form.
The Harei Ksiv, it's a mistake. The Harei Ksiv.
Why? Harei Ksiv was the mistake. Right?
Okay.
No, I don't think it's a mistake. Shaneshami betzel l'shalmayl. The neshama is also as the tzel l'shalmayl. Mashal l'mayla or l'mayla. When we check, we learn the mayla. What's happening in the mayla? In the likus, a mashal is slabish ba'elamais. Raka olavat. What aspect of a likus? What madreg in a likus is invested and included in the elamais? Raka olavat. Only a radiance. But there, cloud, molecular, sure, seems to me the goal, so the madreg, because it reaches the elements, it's only a molecular, which is the lower madreg. Seems so. It's interesting, sometimes Atmos and Sev are one. Okay, the sometimes say Sev is low madreg, but here in this mimer, generally speaking, Atmos and Sev and Sev the Eibush himself. Sev ain't of the slash zoils. So that's the way it is in Lamaila, in the Eibush. So, but Salmenik was saying that the neshama is created similar to Lamaila. The same thing. So there's level in the shama is ata ba'asa. Commission shama is bria, knes yesh, knes slapshus. Ata ba'asa is the lower level of the neshama. There's a part of the neshama which is melubash in the goof. But part is madrig is neshama in the ba'asa. Commission shama again. Now that goes a little more detail. What is ba'asa? It's out in the facht. So he develops that particular shot in this lashon we say every morning. Boss, it's out in the facht. What is madrigas in the shama? Boss, so come on, we make a nail in the lamabria. Boss, the lamabria. That's why the shama is a ganei. So you do the Mokum and the Shamas Kedim Shabbat Guf, but Gan Eden, before the Shamas come down to the bodies in Gan Eden, and Elam Abriya, and they know the Tzarto, B'Elam HaYitzir, Bat, and the Fachto, in Vayipar Ba'ap. So these are the three general, three madrigas. Ach, B'chlolos, B'os, Yitzat Nefachto, Zeh Pnes Naran, Sham, and the Sham, and Pnes Achlapshus. More general. What?
That on factor who in Vayipach Be'apol. What is
Yeah.
that?
Vayipar Ba'ap means in Elam HaYitzir, you know, in our world, they still glued in the Sham in the nose of my other Marisha. So that's what in the Fachto. But generally speaking, all three of them, all three madrigas, boss, it's out in the factor. But all three of them are that level of neshama, which is the slapshus. That level of neshama is slapshus. That's three madrigas. Nefesh ruach neshama, which is boss, it's out in the factor. But Torah, what is Torah? Koydem shabaras azer k'mashen neshama yibchinas ayin lo yibchinas yach yil amayim mitzvah. The madrig of Torah of the neshama, that is the level of ayin. Boss, it's out in the fact that it's yesh, but Torah is ayin, which is the amayim mitzvah. B'chlolos, another way to say it is zer k'mashen neshama ba'atzilus. The atzilus nikasei v'gai v'viyah. The neshama, the way it's in atzilus, that's Torah. That's because Atzilus is biyachas to biyah. Atzilus is saving. Chol neshama yesh l'sharish b'Atzilus v'shom k'nas ayin mamish. So that is one step to explain this concept. But now it goes more into it. Nom ari neshama Atzilus gam k'mislapshim begufim. We do find neshama the Atzilus as is a mislavish begufim. Or kamoy avos Moshe Rabbeinu. וכן כל הנביאים שהיו נשמות דאצילוס ממש למטה. והם מלובשים בגופים. So we find that we do find the neshama da'atzilus mלובשים בגופים. Now, what's pshat? Move on, but still it's understood that slapshus. The neshama da'atzilus ain't coming slapshus neshama da'biyah. ואין מתפוסים בגשם. כמו שכוסם הקמחה, מכל מקום מסלapshim בגוף. So now he says an interesting point. It says also in Chassidus when they get to Likus, in Kodesh Kavai, that some madrigas and ruchnias, when they come to a low level, they're changed. They're changed according to the location. They're changed according to the environment. When he said neshama is the atzilus, melubash in the guf of Moshe Rabbeinu or the Ovis, it says kol hanavim. So the one of the tchunas, one of the specialty of neshama atzilus is not just its soul, the way it's not affected by its environment. Neshama atzilus means it's talking in the emotion the goof, but it's not in a way that the goof affects it. That's a unique situation that happens in the neshama atzilus. Einam nitfosim begeshem. I mean,
how is it?
What?
How is it possible? How is it possible?
So like we said, like it says, the hashbil lefanav lo yachoben. Because the environment doesn't affect it. It's a unique.
You said before that it's not possible. That's what you said.
What do you say?
that the neshama, עצם הנשמה, cannot be בבחינת גילוי. והגוף אי אפשר שיוכל גילוי כזה.
Yeah. Okay, it's a good look. First of all, we can say that the עצם הנשמה is probably מדרגה above נשמה דאצילוס. But okay, so we learn in a few more also that the gufim, first of all, the gufim of these but individuals, we talk Moshe, Ovis, the Nevi'im, the guf is a higher level of guf also. But it says that it's something it's not a natural thing. It's a shtickle miracle that madrega, which is above, so mitzad, the thing the way on its own, the way it's understood of his seichel, it's impossible. It's shlei berach. But there's a unique there's a unique quality. There's the neshamas of these holy people. I think the guf, but the neshamas and the guf, both of them have that unique quality that the neshama that feels can be in a guf lamato and not be affected by it. Okay, that's maybe another point we have to develop a little more. Okay. But then he says
I'm sorry.
the opposite. The truth is that every individual person has that possibility. We just said earlier, like you said, that every person cannot reach the Etzem and the Shama. The Etzem and the Shama it's impossible for mitzad beide Sachen. Sei der Etzem eine Begedagil in der Guf, eine Yachalachi. But it says tzarich loima the kamayim chal neshama yesh pchinas atzila sheba. Every neshama, every yid has the potential to reach that state that he should be able to touch is the Etzem and the Shama. The va'adarei and the Bezarai says in Chazal kol echad ve'echad yachal loima masa yagil ma'isa and ma'isa avaisa. Everybody has the ability to say, could say, everybody can reach the madrega of the others. We just said that the others were in the state in Shamas Datzilus.
David, אינם נתפסים בגשם.
It means they're not affected by the environment, by the geshem. The geshem doesn't capture them, doesn't make them a gushim. It doesn't. I think that's the meaning of einam nitfasim begeshem. The slabs and neshamas datzilus have a unique quality that when they reach, when they come mislabish in a guf, gashmi einam nitfasim. The gashmis of the guf does not affect them. They're not captured by it. Va'ainu lies merkava shazeh avoid neshamas datzilus mishkos v'sem shlemein in perek lamed tes. So now everybody, it says, can say must I give ma'aseh avos, which what is ma'aseh avos? Lies merkava. Like it says Tanya, avos ain't in merkava. Merkava means that is bottled to the roichav. It doesn't have its own. It's the total state of bittul telikus. Shezeu avoid neshamas datzilus because of Tanya perek lamed tes. So what he's saying here actually is that Lamaisa, despite everything we said, every Yid has that potential within him to reach the madrega of Atzilus. So that's similar, maybe it's similar to what it says in Tanya Perik, I don't know which Perik Dalet. V'chulai v'ulai, Ti tzadik v'al Ti roshet. Be'etzem every Yid is a Beinani. But kulai v'ulai, it's possible to reach the madrega of Atzad. Maybe that's the remedy. Okay, so we'll hopefully revisit this whole thing tomorrow. All right.